Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to Love War Tarot. I'm your host here at Love War Tarot, Jay, and I'm super excited to get into your energy today. Okay, I wanted to let you guys know two things, and that is that right now I'm currently offering personal readings, and that if you're interested, definitely take a look at the description box down below and you'll find all the information there. I also wanted to let you guys know that energy is fluid. It is not linear. So this message could resonate for you past, present, and future. This message could also resonate for someone that you're energetically connected to and not necessarily you at all. And if in fact that is the case, please be sure to click that share button and send this message on over to whom it belongs to. Okay? Also, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know, it doesn't hurt you, it's free, and it helps me, okay? So I would just love for you to join the family and for us to continue to grow together, okay? So I definitely want to say also, Aquarius, as I shuffle cards and try to get some out for you, that I've done your reading over 3 times. And normally I don't experience as many interruptions with any of my readings, but it just seems to be so many different messages coming forward for you, Aquarius, that, you know, I wanted to get some serious downtime and, you know, just really ask Spirit to just clear the space so there's no distractions or interruptions, so we can get to the bottom of what's going on. I will definitely say for some of you, life is good, things are great, but there was an emergency message that I think needed to come forward, and I think that is what needed to occur here, okay? But for those of you who are experiencing, you know, things in a much lighter mood, I was definitely sensing some starseeds coming online, individuals who have, you know, gotten in touch or, you know, gotten information and clarity in regards to their galactic origin. I was also experiencing just a vibe of life is good, you know, your troubles are not there anymore. The things that you used to let keep you burdened and down are no longer present. You've removed a lot of people from your life that were draining your energy, and you've also, you know, elevated yourself in your own spirits with your own self-care practices, as well as just taking the time apart from other people. And now you're finally, you know, getting back into the groove of things, meeting up with friends, interacting with family, and things are tending, you know, you're tending to the small things, and you're also in a place where you're able to just expand your compassion, expand, you know, conversations with others. Okay, so out here for you, Aquarius, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. And we have the Death card. Okay, so someone is experiencing what is called in the spiritual community the dark night of the soul. It is a time of very, very heavy self-reflection, self-awareness, a lot of tough trauma and different things that we have experienced in our life tend to be brought up by our guides, by Spirit, so that we face the very things that we're hiding away from, face the very things that we may not want to look at, okay? And this is because we need to grow, okay, in this area. And while for some of you this may be a place of just confusion and frustration, it is also a place of power. Because once you know where your hurt comes from, you're able to also find the root and help to assist your own healing. Okay? It's not just Spirit working for you and, you know, all of your guides working for you, but it's you also teaming up with them and, you know, co-creating this space that allows you to truly flourish in your true nature. Okay? It is not a place of, self-loathing, and where, or even a place where you should get stuck in a rut of any type of pity party. This is a beautiful place where you will come out of it completely transformed. And your views, your outlook on life will be totally different because of the things that you're experiencing now. And for some of you, I know that this, comes as hard to hear. But know that it does get better. But, it's tough first. But it does get better. And, and every day, reaching a new milestone, every few weeks, reaching that one point of your trauma that doesn't hurt as bad as it did a couple weeks ago, you'll find that you're so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Okay? So let's go ahead and dive into these cards. So we have the Knight of Wands. Spirit, could you tell us about the Knight of Wands in reverse? Spirit, could you tell us about the... Okay. Alrighty, here we go. So we have a lot of swords, a lot of communication here. So we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so again, what I was talking about is, that resistance. Okay, you're not moving, you're not looking at this as an opportunity, but more so as a place of pain and anguish and frustration. Some of you, are being, encouraged by Spirit to speak out. I wouldn't say against, because I don't want to say against how you're feeling, but to speak out in reference to how you're feeling. And, and this could just be honestly with your guides alone. At times they are such a great support system, and, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a person that is actually in this realm with us. Speaking to your guides can bring such comfort. And, it definitely feels like, you've been betrayed in your past. So there's a lot of pain that consists in your past. Some pain that, even exists within your family dynamic. And these things being brought up makes you kind of want to lash out and speak to these things that have happened and discuss things that have happened. And, a part of you feels like you shouldn't, but then you really, really want to, right? And I feel like that's important. Not necessarily do I feel like sometimes we always have to directly talk to the person who caused the pain or was involved in the pain directly to them, because sometimes it does more damage than good. But I do believe that you do need to put a voice to how you're feeling. So at times, that may be writing it down. Something that I find very therapeutic is writing out exactly how I feel about someone who has done me wrong. Writing out every single thing that I feel about them, the things that they've done, just getting it all out. Just and allowing myself to just purge, to just cry if I need to scream if I need to just, like sit and heave, cry, and like hold my gut if that's what I have to do. And then I take that letter and I go take a sit outside and I burn it. And before I start to burn it, I say, with this fire, I release everything in this letter. I release every emotion, every feeling attached. And I forgive you. Not for them, but for you. And it doesn't matter how many times you have to go back out and write a letter to that person, because sometimes, we'll find ourselves writing a letter and feeling like we got everything out. And then later on something else is triggered and you realize, okay, I need to forgive you for this too. And you go out and you write and you do the same thing. Okay? Fire is so healing and transformative. Okay? It is. And, I definitely think it would assist you at this time in reference to that. Okay? But you gotta work through this. You can't fight this. You like, honestly, you won't win in fighting this. You won't win in fighting this. Your next card out is the Princess of Cups. Is the Princess of Cups for the Eight of Swords. So being in this place of feeling, like I'm trapped. I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to, remove myself from this place of feeling trapped and overwhelmed. The Eight of Swords always, is referenced as the self-imposed prison, right? Is how I like to look at the Eight of Swords. As a self-imposed prison. You are not in a place where you have to stay there forever. You are not in a place that you're stuck to. You can walk out of this place. You can remove yourself from this view of how you see yourself at any given time. And how you do that is by addressing your feelings with this Princess of Cups. You address how you feel. You don't ignore it. You don't act as if it doesn't exist, because it does. You address those feelings. Spirit, could you tell us about the Four of Wands in reverse? Spirit, could you tell us more about the Four of Wands in reverse? I'm sorry, that's like 20 cards came out. I'm not. Okay. So yeah, so then too, there's also this part of you that feels that you don't have the support that you would like to have. Again, for some of you, speaking towards a family dynamic, not feeling like, even if you were to speak against the things that have happened, that your family would actually support you. And feeling that the effects of not being supported and not being cared for at a time where you were innocent and vulnerable. Okay? And you're being encouraged to understand that you've never given these people the opportunity to be there for you. You've never given them the opportunity to be there for you. I tell my friends that your emergency is not everybody else's emergency. It is a lesson that I learned for myself, and I always share to everyone else, because sometimes nobody knows sometimes that you're going through something. Nobody knows. And if they don't know how to be there for you. They don't know how to support you. They don't know how to cuddle you. They don't know how to protect you if they don't know what's going on. For some of you, this has to do with speaking with a mother in particularly. And you will find that by speaking to her, you could have shared in this pain. And what I mean by that, because I know for some people it's like shared in this pain, but you could have had support. You could have had support. She would have been a lot more protective over you during this time. And there were certain things that she herself was going through that, may have turned her eye away from certain things. Not intentionally. And for some of you, it is intentionally. And, and no situation is easy. No situation is bigger, better, easier to deal with than the other. But I'm feeling in particular that there's a mother that you wish you would have spoke to, that you need to talk to about this particular situation. And I'm one that truly does feel that sometimes it can do more harm than good. But if you feel like you really need to talk to this person, and your mother is the only person that you feel comfortable enough talking to, or this is the person that you need to speak your truth to, then I say speak your truth. Find some quiet time, find some quiet space, just you and her, where no one else is around, and allow yourself time to speak your truth, speak what has gone on with you, and put a voice to your pain and allow her to be there for you. Allow her to be there, because there is a desire to be there. Okay? So Spirit, could you tell us more about this Death card? Spirit, could you tell us more about this Death card? Okay, so out for the Death card, we have the 8 of Coins. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 8 of Coins in reverse, the 7 of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Coins in reverse, and the 6 of Cups upright. So out and out, the resistance and the reason why you are not as far along as you desire to be in life is because you are completely stuck where you are. And where are you stuck? In the past. You're stuck in the past. You don't want to be stuck here, but your feet have been planted in this experience of hurt and of pain, and it has caused you to not have the stability and, to be as self-sufficient as you would like to be. It has caused you to not feel like the winner and the person that feels like their life is constantly in movement. Again, stuck. And it's also caused you to feel like there's just not enough work in your lifetime that you could do to get over this situation. And I need you to know that this is not about getting over anything. This is about healing from something that has already occurred. There is a difference between getting over, building a bridge, get over it, that whole thing. This is not that. This is healing. This is a wound. This is something that has happened, something that has occurred, and because it has occurred, it has to be healed, taken care of, like any other physical wound. This is just a wound that has happened internally. This is a wound that has occurred with your heart. This is a wound for some of you that has occurred with your root. And it has left a hole where your stability, where your views and values belong. It's caused you to not see yourself the way you should. And the way you should is that you are amazing. You are great. You are powerful. You are beyond anything that you could even imagine. And the reason why it is so important, and Spirit is pushing you so much to find your light, to find your position and your footing in your own life, is because these situations weren't meant to break you. They were meant to build you. Your situation, your pain, is not yours alone. Everyone experiences pain differently. Everyone goes through something. But the flux and the changes in which we go through allow us to be able to connect and be compassionate towards each other. I am you, you are me. We are all connected, energetically and otherwise. So know that you're not alone in this. Know that just because your situation may be different than mine or the next person doesn't mean that you too don't deserve to live a life that is fruitful and bountiful and full of joy. You deserve happiness, and happiness can be yours. And it's going to take some work. And it truly is going to be hard at first. But it gets easier. The more you push, the more you give it your all, the more you push and give it that effort, it will get easier. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't get stuck here. Now I'm going to pull you some cards of advice, Aquarius. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get so deep on you, Aquarius, but I have such a strong passion for people. And it's like to feel this energy, to feel what you are going through and what you are feeling. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. It will be okay. It will get better. I promise you. Wow. Stag spirit, take the lead. Take the lead. Okay? So, too, back to those of you who need to have that conversation with your mother. That's a conversation that your mother has been wanting to have with you. Doesn't really know how to approach it. But by you taking the lead and taking the initiative to have that conversation, you will find that it is very healing for both of you. Okay? And then you have butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Transformation is beautiful. What did I just tell you guys? Transformation is beautiful. You're going to come out of this like, what? I used to be sitting in the house sad thinking that I would never have this. This right here that I got right now. Whew. If I could tell that person something. If I could speak to their situation. Spirit is just aligning, okay, these cards. If I could speak to that person, remember I said that if I could speak to that person, turn knowledge into wisdom. Wolf spirit. Turn that knowledge into wisdom. The very thing that you're going through right now, like I told you, our pain is never our own. So the very thing that you're going through right now may heal somebody who's going through it that you may meet years from now, months from now, weeks from now. You like, I resonate with that. I identify with that feeling. I empathize. Okay, and some of you are like serious empaths as well. Dolphin spirit, this and that are true. This and that are true. So every time I see that card, I really like to think of, the whole, this timeline or that timeline, right? You could choose to stay right where you are, upset, not happy. You've seen where that gets you, what that does for you. You've also watched other people move on from their pain, be in better situations, and what that's done for them. You also have a vision for yourself and the things that you want and desire. Those things can be yours. I will be the first to tell you that. But in knowing that, are you willing to pursue that truth over the truth that leaves you here stuck? Because if this and that are true, you can stay here, comfortable, not happy, or you can be happy, grow, learn, evolve. This and that are true. What truth will you pick? What truth will you choose? It's completely up to you. But Aquarius, that has concluded your reading. I am now fully aware of why it took 3 or 4 readings to get us here and conclude it. But I love you so much. And, if you are in need of my services, reading, healing, or otherwise, definitely take a look at the description box below for all of that information. But know that you're not alone. Know that you're not the first person to go through this, and you won't be the last. That, we're all evolving, we're all changing, and we're all growing. And it's for the better of all of us. It truly is. So peace, love, and light to you and all those you love. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, leaving you in nothing but joy. Until next time.